10 years of recruitment lead generation advice in the next 10 minutes or less. But first, why the F should you listen to me? In my first full year as a recruitment consultant, I billed the equivalent of $475,000 US, and in my second year, I billed the equivalent of $675,000. Since then, I went on to manage multiple teams in the areas of fintech, insurance, in enterprise IT. I moved to Canada, and that's where I started my own business, a lead generation agency. We would run Facebook ads campaigns for local businesses, but the way that we would get those local businesses as clients for ourselves was through cold email. That was back in 2016, 2017. And as you would hope, our agency has evolved since then. And now our primary focus is on generating leads and meetings for B2B companies, SaaS companies, marketing agencies, e-commerce vendors, and of course, recruitment agencies. Now, of course, over the last 2 years, I have built dozens upon dozens of clay workflows specifically for recruitment agencies to find roles, qualify companies, find the exact hiring managers at those companies, and generate personalized messages to them. I've also tested dozens upon dozens of different angles, hooks, messaging, and offers, and I have a pretty good sense at this point of what works versus what doesn't work. I'm not saying any of this to brag or boast, I'm just telling you my experiences so that you know who I am, what I've done, and why I'm qualified to give you my advice. So with that said, here's my 10 years of recruitment lead generation experience in 10 minutes or less. Number 1, stop doing manual prospecting. You would not believe the amount of recruitment agency owners that I speak with who tell me that they still have their teams doing manual prospecting for 4, 5, even 6 hours every single day to pick up new roles. Let's break this down. Let's say that you find a new role. You then spend time to read through the job description, see if it mentions who the hiring manager might be, go on LinkedIn, try and find out who that hiring manager is. How much time has that taken you? Then you're going to try and get that person's contact information. You're going to try phoning them, connecting with them on LinkedIn, and sending them a carefully written email. How much time have you spent on that entire process just to reach out to one hiring manager? Probably 30 minutes. How many people could you possibly reach out to every single day? 8, 9, 10 max? Meanwhile, the savvy recruiters out there are utilizing technology and AI to find the exact hiring managers of hundreds of roles every single day and automate the process of reaching out to them with AI-generated, highly personalized messages so that they can reclaim their time, focus on making placements and building relationships, and get dozens of positive, interested replies from relevant hiring managers every single week. Number 2, stop giving shit sales pitches that nobody cares about. We do this, we do that, we specialize in this, we developed a playbook, we've developed methodologies, we. Stop weeing all over the place. When a decision maker posts a new role on LinkedIn or any other job platform, how many recruiters do you think start contacting them every single day? Saying, hey, we do this, we do that. Guess what? That hiring manager does not give a crap about what you do and what you specialize in. They only care about one thing in their busy lives. They care about, can you find them the best candidate available in the market, attract that candidate to their role, and help them to fill it smoothly, seamlessly, make sure that that person shows up on day one and doesn't back out or accept a counteroffer, and that they perform well in their new role and transition into the company smoothly. That's what you need to convey to them in your message. So stop talking about yourself and start talking about your prospects' needs, your prospects' interests, your prospects' desires, and prove to them that you have the knowledge of the market and the screening capabilities to find the best possible candidates out there for them. Flip it around, stop talking about yourself and start talking about them. So how do you do that? Well, a good start would be to prove to that prospect that you've read the job description and that you understand their requirements on a deep level. Secondly, prove to them that you've filled similar positions in the past or recently. Don't just say, oh, we've placed similar candidates into similar companies to yours recently. Don't say that. Be more specific. Mention their competitors if you've actually placed people into their competitors. Mention the specific companies that you've placed people into. Mention the specific roles that you've filled, because it makes you sound way more believable than all the other recruiters out there. Next, demonstrate your knowledge of the candidate market. Share some insights, share some valuable information and knowledge, and demonstrate that you are an expert in this niche or niche. And lastly, offer something of value before you ask for anything in return. Offer to send resumes, offer to send salary benchmarks, offer to help them improve the job description. Just don't ask for a call right off the bat, because it's very easy to ignore you, and all you're doing is causing them friction, and they don't really understand what's in it for them. Number 3, stop wasting time trying to reach out to companies that don't need or cannot afford your services. If they're a 5-person company that just got pre-seed funding of $1 million, they're very unlikely to want to pay you a 20 or a 25% fee. If they have a massive internal TA, talent acquisition team, or internal recruiters, they most likely do not need your services. Does the job description specifically mention, recruiters, please do not contact us, we do not work with recruiters? Move on. Is the role generic, easy to fill, junior? Why on earth would they pay you a 20 to 25% fee? Move on. Here's what you need to do instead. Find the companies whose hiring needs are so urgent that they just cannot sleep at night. Did they just get FDA approval for a new medical device or a new drug? They need sales and marketing people ASAP to start selling that. Did they just announce funding? Then they're under pressure to scale and grow their company. Did they just lose a key leadership member? Then they need a backfill ASAP. Did a new leadership member just join their team? That person most likely has a budget to hire and grow their team. Do they have 5+ roles open but nobody doing internal recruitment or talent acquisition? They need your help. Did they just announce expansions into new countries, into new offices? Did they just announce new product or services that they're launching soon? All of these intent signals are reasons why they need your help with hiring. And the great thing is that we can automate the process of finding these companies at scale without you having to manually prospect and research companies for hours on end every single day. And number 4, offer huge, insane, unbelievable, irresistible value upfront and expect absolutely nothing, zip, in return. Why am I telling you to do this? Because can you imagine what happens when a key decision maker posts a role, or when a company suddenly has 5+ roles open? Who's going to contact them? All of your competitors. And what are those competitors going to say to them? They're going to say, hey, do you need help filling that role? Could I have a quick meeting to understand it in more detail and then send you some resumes? Why don't you flip that around and instead offer to send resumes without asking for a meeting? By giving value up front, you're going to impress them, you're going to become a trusted advisor to them, and you're going to prove that you're willing to try to help them without wanting anything in return. So instead of reaching out multiple times trying to get a meeting, why don't you reach out multiple times offering something different of value every single time? For example, the first time you reach out to them, you might offer to send them some resumes of candidates that you're in touch with who are great for their role. Second time you reach out to them, if they haven't replied, you could offer the same thing again, or you could offer to help them improve that job description to attract more relevant candidates to their role. The third time you reach out to them, you could offer to give them some advice on salary benchmarks for this particular type of role. So by offering them different value every single time, you're going to start standing out over all the other recruiters that keep asking them for a meeting again and again and again. And number 5, never stop testing. Keep testing your targeting of companies, of decision makers, keep testing your offers, keep testing your messaging. Because over time, all of those little discoveries and little wins that you get by working out what works versus what doesn't work is going to set you apart exponentially from all the other recruiters out there that just keep using the same stale old methods that is getting them nowhere fast in 2025 and beyond. So with all of that said, that is my 10 years of recruitment lead generation experience boiled down into 10 minutes. Was it less than 10 minutes? I don't know. We'll find out when we edit the video. Now, if you'd like to get a system in place that can automate this entire process of finding the right companies, qualifying them, finding intent signals, finding roles, finding the right key decision makers, and reaching out to them with personalized, targeted messaging that offers value and generates positive replies for you every single day on autopilot so that your recruiters can get back to making placements and building their relationships, click the link in the description, book a time, and let's talk.